Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Folah here. Welcome to another tutorial. Today's tutorial will be on how to make a pinafore dress, a gathered skirt pinafore dress, because your pinafore dress can come in pencil skirts or with a flex skirt. So whatever method we use today in this tutorial, you can use it to make any form of pinafore dress. So stay tuned and make sure to watch this video to the very end. Before we get started, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please do that. Click on the subscribe button right now, yeah? And also turn on the post notification bell so you get notified each time I upload a new video. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the total length of the dress I'm working with is 38 inches. Now this dress will be divided into 3 parts, which are the upper parts, the band, and also the skirts. So the upper parts is what I have right here. I already cut out like a square shape of fabric. Then the band height will be 1.5 inches, and the skirt parts, the gather skirt part 2. So the total length of the dress I'm working with is 38 inches. So when I remove the half length, that is the measurement from the shoulder to the waist point, which is 15.5 inches from 38 inches, we have 22.5 inches left. So that will be the length for the skirt, which is what I have here. So I added extra 1 inch to it, which will be the folding allowance. So right here we have 23.5 inches. Do you get it now? So this is for the skirt. Then for the width, I just multiplied the waist circumference measurement by 3. So the least you can do is to multiply your waist by 2 or by 2.5 or by 3. So it depends on the amount of fabric you are working with or how full you want your skirt to be. So you can see that the fabric right here is on fold. So when I multiply 28 by 3, we have 84. So when I measure it now, you can see it's on fold. When I measure it now, I have 45 inches. So that is 90 inches. So I have more than enough, inclusive of zipper allowance. No, initially it should be 84, but I have 90. So I'll just leave it at that. So I'll put it aside now and focus on the upper part. Now, what will determine the amount of fabric you will fold? What I used is the bust span measurement. That is a measurement from one nipple point to another. So the bust span measurement I'm working with is 7 inches. Now, when I divide that by 2, since the fabric is on fold, we have 3.5 inches. Then I added extra half inch to it. That is 4 plus 2 inches, which makes it 6 inches. Now what I have here is 6.5 inches. So the remaining half inch will just be to sew it at the sides, to hold it in at the sides. It will be a sewing allowance for the sides. Do you get it now? So that is what determines the amount of fabric you will fold. Now for the length, since we are using a band height of 1.5 inches, we are going to remove that from 15.5 inches, our length from shoulder to waist. That remains 14 inches. Then you can see how I left 4 inches to the upper part. That serves as the neck depth, 4 inches. I came down by 4 inches. You can see. So here now I have 14.5 inches. The half inch will be for the sewing allowance as well. So always remember to add sewing allowance to whatever you are doing. So I came down by 4 inches. You can see it right there for the neck depth. So I have 14.5 inches. So that is for the upper part. You can see that now. So I will cut 2 of these. So one will be used as the lining. Now before I do that, for the lower part, I want it a bit tapered towards the waist. So I came in by 1/4 inch and connect it right there. So I did not take it totally up because I just want the lower part to be a bit tapered. You can leave it as it is, but I just want to do this. So you can see how I just cut it out and also notch the midpoint. So it's important to notch the midpoint. So we have the first piece now. I will now use this to cut another piece, which I've done right here. And I also ironed a light interfacing on it. So that part where there's interfacing is where I will use as the right side, while the other piece will be used as the wrong side, which I will use to turn it in. Now, just put them right sides facing each other, and I'll take to the sewing machine and stitch all through, leaving the lower part, that part that will be towards the waist, open where I will turn it from. Now this is the band, and for the length I have about 16 inches, so inclusive of zipper allowance. Do you get it? So now we are working with a waist of 28 inches. So when it is on fold there, we have 16. So that is about 32 inches. So we have more than enough for the length. Then for the band height, we are making use of 1.5 inches. Don't forget, but I added extra 1 inch sewing allowance for ½ inch to join it to the upper part, then ½ inch to also join it to the skirt part. Do you get it now? So that makes it 2.5 inches, and I have 2 of it, 2 pieces. Do you get it? Now these are the straps for the back. Also, the straps, just make it double of the measurement you have from your shoulder to your waist. So about 31 inches is okay. Then for the width, you can make it 2 inches, 2.5 or 3 inches. It depends on your choice. So you can see the length of the straps I have here is about 33 or 34 inches. So I have more than enough. Initially I need 31, but it's okay. I can just trim it off, or by the time I stitch it in, I can arrive at the exact strap. So I'll take it to the sewing machine and also run through. You can see I ironed a light interfacing on it as well. So I'll take it to the sewing machine and stitch all through, leaving one side open to turn it from as well. Then from the skirt part, I will also take it to the machine and gather it. Run the longest stitch on it to gather it. I will advise you do this twice. You do this twice so that it will be easier for you to gather. Now I've stitched the straps, as you can see, and also turned it to the right side. So also the upper part, that is the part that will be on the chest as well, the square part, I've also stitched it all around and also turned it to the right side. So I turned it right from here to the right side. So this will be the front and this will be the back. That is the right side and the wrong side. Now we are going to fix the band to the upper parts. So to fix the band, just get you can see the band are divided into 2. I have 2 pieces of it. So what I'm going to do is, just as you see me lay one side, you can see how I notch the midpoint. Also notch the midpoint of the upper part as well, and notch the midpoint of the bands, both. So place one, as you can see me do, place one right side facing up. Then put your upper part, that squared shape part, right side as well, facing the band. So right side band and the right side of the upper part facing each other, as you can see. Now get the other piece of the band and also right side facing the wrong side of the fabric. Make sure all the notches are aligned. Do you get it now? Right side of the band first, right side of the fabric facing it, then the right side of the other band facing the wrong side of the fabric. That is how you place it, so that by the time you stitch it, the squared shape will be in the middle. Do you get it? So I'll pin it down like so. Make sure the notches are aligned and take it to the sewing machine and run a stitch through it. So by the time you sew it, it will be like this. the midpoint, the square shape will be in the middle. So I'll take it to the sewing machine and do that now. So guys, I'll fix the band to the upper part, to that square shape part. You can see how neat it is. The edges are all concealed in between the bands. Can you see? That's the purpose of fixing it that way. So I will fold it now, folding the 1-inch zipper allowance on both sides just to measure my waist. We are working with a waist measurement of 28 inches. So when I measure it now, I should have exactly 28 inches. So right here we have 14 inches, which is good. We are on the right track. That is 28 inches, right? So I will align that front part. You can see how I am doing it. I will chalk it out. That is where I will place the straps on the back band. Can you see? So when you are fixing the straps as well to the band, make sure the straps are in between the band, just like you did for the front parts. So you do that, and you can see the skirt part as well. I already gather it. You can see how neat and full it is. So I also took in 1-inch zipper allowance. Can you see the zipper allowance as well? So now fixing it to the band now. Now to fix the skirt to the band, you can see how I place it. So just make sure the wrong side of the skirt is facing the right side of the band. That is the back. Then you now use the front band to cover up the stitches and top stitch on it. So first, let the wrong side of the skirt face the right side of the band, the back band. Stitch on it, then use the front band to cover it up. Do you get it now? And top stitch. So you can see I've fixed the zip, and also I've fixed the skirt. Can you see? All the edges will be concealed in the band, so it will be a very neat work. So you can style it in different ways as well. You can do it in crisscross, just like this. Can you see? In crisscross in this manner. Can you see how beautiful it looks? And also you can also make it straight. Can you see? In this manner as well. So just get a top, a inner wear to it, and rock your pinafore dress. You can see how beautiful it looks. And also hem the lower parts. So the buttonholes will be on the front part, this squared part. You can see those parts. That's where you put the buttonholes. Then your buttons will be fixed on the straps. So you can fix 2 buttons. Do you get it now? So by the time you fix it in like that, the buttons will be showing on the right side. So just get a fancy button to use on it. So guys, we've come to the end of today's tutorial. If this tutorial has been helpful, kindly give this video a giant thumbs up. Thank you for joining me. I will see you in my next video. Bye.